Hey guys, Craig Fisk here at The Fisk on Twitter. I'm coming to you today with a CSS solution to a common web design problem. So today we're going to make one of these. You may ask, what is one of these? One of these is what I call a hero component or a hero banner. It's a piece of content that's usually right at the top of any homepage you may care to go to, and it has a really eye-catching background color, image, video, whatever, that goes full width. It breaks out of the grid that the rest of the page is within and goes edge to edge with that bright color, image, video, whatever it is. So you see these things everywhere today. So whether it's on MailChimp, their new branded website has one of these. As you can see, the content underneath conforms to a nice grid. It's got margins, etc. But that hero component right at the top, bam, hits you with that color, edge to edge, and looks really great. Same with Casper. Name any brand website you want out there. They have these hero components that go edge to edge. They look great, so they're made massive use of by designers. Right, let's get into some code, show you how to make one of these. So right here I have a Bootstrap web page. This trick works with whatever grid system you want to work it with, whatever CSS framework you're using. Doesn't matter whether you rolled your own, whether you're using something off the shelf, this works great. It'll fit into any grid and still work. So I've loaded up Bootstrap 4 into this code pen, and I'm going to show you how I can, inside the container, so this container here is what's given us the margins for our content. As you can see, these cards have some nice margins, but we want our content to pop outside of that and give us a really cool banner. So as you can see in here, I'm going to be putting our banner into our container. So let's get straight into some code. We want a div, although this could be a section or whatever semantic HTML makes sense for you. We're just going to use CSS classes here to apply this. So we're going to call this a hero banner. And then inside this hero banner, we can put whatever content we want. This is a title. Let's throw another heading in there. H2, this is a subtitle. And then let's get some text going and show that even though our text is going to wrap around, abide by all those margins that all the other content is abiding by, the banner, the background color is going to pop and be full width. So let's put some text in here. And it goes on and on. And then let's copy paste this. So hopefully this should, gives us some great wrapping text. So this, you can have whatever content you want in here. This is just my example code. Let's now get into the CSS. This is really, really simple, but it gives such a cool effect. Oh, need to close my div for my hero banner. Nice. So, all right, simple CSS. Here we go. So we're going to have our hero banner selector. And then we're going to use something really cool in CSS that you may not have known about, but we're going to use the Pseudo Element Selector before. So what this does is gives us a selector for an element that's not actually there, but is part of the hero banner div. So the before or the after, but in this case we want before because of the way the layering and the z-index works. So we're going to have before, then we want width. Now the width, we could go 100%, but that's just going to give us the 100% width of the hero banner, which in this case includes those margins. We don't want those margins, so we're going to use a special unit here, which is really cool. It's called the Viewport Width. So to do viewport width, we go 100, so because we want the full amount of the viewport width. 100 VWs, 100 viewport width. All right, next we want the height. So we want the height to be 100% of the height because we want our background to be the same height as the full banner. So we get that background color to be cover the whole hero component. So we want 100% height. All right, next we're going to go for a background color to make this really stand out. So let's go for, I think, one of my favorites, fuchsia. Really, really stands out. Now, importantly, for our before tag, we need to include some content. So we have a special property called content, and we just want an empty content in this case because we don't want to be putting any text into here. We could put some text in here. If we put in hello, for example, into our content, as you can see, we have our text with our background color here. Okay, so we can see that it's not quite working exactly how we want yet, but let's get rid of that hello. We just want an empty container, right? All right, next bit. It's going to make a big difference. We want to change the position. Position we want to be absolute. So that's going to take it, if I can spell absolute, absolute. That's going to take our element out of the flow of the document and make its position relative to its parent. So let's look at this now. Okay, so we can see, all right, we've got a box. It's kind of too big. It's not in the right position, but we can, and it's causing some extra scroll bars. So let's fix all those problems now. Okay, now that we've gone position absolute and we've taken our before element out of the flow of the document, we can now change the Z index and set it to a minus number to drop it behind our content. Boom, look at that. We've got our content showing through nicely now. All right, positioning. Now this is a clever little trick to to center align any absolutely positioned content. So what you want to do is you want to go left, position it at 50%. As you can see, that's going to go to the 50% of the width of our component or our page. And next, we want to translate. We want to use our transform property to translate in the X. And we want to do that by minus 50%. So that's going to drag that component back, drag that background back. Boom, look at that. We've got our background color looking real smart with our content on top. All right, so now if we take a look at our hero banner, we can see that our background is actually leaking out over the rest of our content. So the reason that's happening is because we're absolutely positioning our before element, but it does not know where its parent is located in that DOM. So we need to now relatively position our hero banner. So we are hero banner, position, relative, and that should fix the sizing issues we have. Beautiful, look at that. Just wrapping our content and no more. Now, if we wanted to add some padding in here, we also need to make sure we set the top position of our background, which needs to be 0, or the top of our hero banner. So let's throw some padding in there now, just to show you. 3 rem and 0. Nice, our component looks really great now. Okay, one final little trick that you guys are going to need to implement this. As you can see, we haven't fully got rid of our scroll bars. That is because when we use viewport width, the viewport width does not take into account whether the viewport has scroll bars on them. So in this case, we have scroll bars on this page. Because of that, our viewport width is too wide and we can't do anything about it. So really little tiny bit of one-liner CSS just to fix this. We just need to add body overflow X is hidden. So now that cuts off our hero banner background, and now our page looks great. So this trick will work, doesn't matter what grid system you're in. You can be inside the container, outside the container, doesn't matter. Apply this CSS and you'll get a really great looking hero banner. You can change the background to be you can change the background to have a background image, a video, whatever, doesn't matter. This technique will work great for you. So if you want to take a look at this code yourself, it's up on my code pen, free to use. That URL, if I zoom in here, is copen.io/the_fisk/pen/G-E-J-V-J-X. That'll bring you to this exact pen. You can grab the CSS for yourself and create yourself an awesome hero component. Alright, so that's going to do it for this video. Thanks so much for checking out, guys. Hit me up on Twitter, The Fisk, same with the Instagram. You got a question or a CSS solution that you need, hit me up, questions@craigfisk.co.uk, and maybe I'll make another video for you. Until next time, guys, be good and keep coding.